Hey,
Hey everyone, hello and welcome. I hope you all brought your thinking caps today because we are talking to members from one of the most winning pub trivia teams in California. I'm really excited to welcome all of them today. Today's Alta Live is inspired by a newsletter. Zachary Bernstein tagged along on a trivia night with members of, this is the name of their trivia team, Trivial Pursuit of Dadass, DATS. So I'm excited to welcome three members of the team. They're Andra Whipple, Miles Warden, and Frankie Butler. They met and the team met during the WGA and SAG-AFTRA strike of 2023. And so that's kind of how their team came together. We'll send you a link of Zachary's profile. It's really fun. But we thought today we would welcome them, find out about, how to be kind of one of the best trivia teams in the state of California. And then, of course, I've got some California trivia. I'm going to ask them the trivia. You can chime in with your answers in the chat. Make sure you're chatting with everyone, not just the hosts and panelists. I'm asking our guests not to peek at the chat, but it'll be fun to kind of see their process and how they figure out answers to this. Before we dive in, I do my weekly sales pitch for Alta Journal. Alta is an award-winning quarterly magazine focused on California and the West. This quarter's issue is all about road trips throughout the West. It's really fun. Check it out. You can buy it online right now. If you subscribe, we're $50 a year. You get 4 gorgeous issues of Alta, as well as our current gift, which is a really awesome book of cartoons, all the cartoons that have appeared in the first 5 years of Alta. We host free events like this. Alta Live is free for you every Wednesday at 12:30. The newsletter, all about Trivial Pursuit of Dadass and other things, is a free newsletter you can subscribe to. And our California Book Club is free. So we do tons of stuff. We want to be accessible to everyone. But if you can, for $50 a year, please do consider supporting us. This interview will be recorded and posted to Alta Online later this afternoon. I know most of our audience watches after the fact, but for those of you who are here IRL, welcome. It's great to see Texas, Eagle Rock, LA, Findlay, South San Francisco, Tracy, California. Um, oh, and we're already getting questions. Okay, great. I'm going to welcome Miles, Frankie, and Andra. Thank you so much for taking the time today.
Thank
of
you.
Thank
course.
you.
Happy to be here.
All right, so tell us a little bit. Zachary got to this in his article, but for those that haven't, hi Hawaii, for those that haven't had a chance to read it yet, can you tell us a little bit about how your team formed and where you do trivia?
Yeah, we formed on my birthday. We're about to be, it's almost the 2-year anniversary of the team. We happened to be in a bar called Idle Hour in North Hollywood, and we heard the trivia was happening. So we started to play and we got third place, and we were like, oh, this is actually pretty fun. Uh, and the rest is history.
And you met on the picket line?
Yeah, and this was like right after the strike, so we needed another win. We needed a we needed a boost, a morale boost.
It was
So,
during the strike, Miles.
well, yeah, it was
Yeah.
during the strike. So we needed some uplifting of each other. So we wanted something fun to do outside of the picket line. So we went, like she said, one time, and then another time we were like, oh, we got third. Maybe we can get second. Maybe we can get first. And then it just kind of built from there.
And do each of you have an area of or a couple of areas of expertise? For example, like Frankie, what's your kind of wheelhouse?
Uh, Being general pop culture garbage, I guess. Like, like last night there was a question that I kind of was able to logic my way through because I was like, well, there was an HBO adaptation of a book about this guy and it took place in this time period, so this has to be the answer. And like, so yeah, I'm
Were you
just,
right?
yeah, I was.
Miles, what's your area of expertise?
I'm also pop culture, music, heavy bass too, and TV, and I also do a little bit of sports too.
Oh, sports. Okay. Andra?
Miles will do anything cartoon also, or like 90s he's really good at. Uh,
He's in
I
the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air house right now, it would appear.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
with my
Uh,
Red Red t-shirt on.
Out here looking like Jazzy Jeff. No, wait, no, how am I telling you that when I'm in this shirt? I
I
am
was gonna
certainly
say
the
you
Jazzy
got the
Jeff of this.
actual exactly.
I like to say I'm in charge of reminding everyone to have fun.
True.
Because
They need
sometimes,
reminding?
well, sometimes people get a little competitive. It can be high stakes. Like there's a tournament and like we really want to win first place. And so sometimes I'm sort of the fun captain.
Yeah.
But I also know weird things about like obscure historical facts about Europe. Uh and I grew up in all of us grew up in different places, so we all kind of have like weird regional knowledge. Like I'm from Ohio. So I got Ohio questions on lock.
Do you get a lot of Ohio questions?
Not a lot, but every once
Surprisingly.
in a while.
Yeah, yeah.
And so what is, I mean, explain to me how you can be the highest ranked team. Like, I didn't realize there's a pub quiz on Monday nights at this bar near my house that I've been to occasionally, but I didn't realize there was tournaments and there's levels that you can kind of escalate to or work up to. Can you explain how that works? Frankie, why
Yeah.
don't you?
Yeah. I'm basically it is if you are doing sort of one of the big national company trivia Geeks Who Drink, ours is King Trivia is the company. The companies do tournaments. They're like, let's see who's ranked. And for especially King Trivia, you have like a team assigned team number and you log in and your quiz master, which is such a silly term, records your scores every week. So like the national company like knows who's doing well. And did Adam just like tell us one day, hey guys, you guys are creeping up in the national rankings? And then one of our team members, Jonathan, was like, wait, there were national rankings?
Yeah.
And from there we were off to the races.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they do what's like they have like a season like any sport would have. So like the right now we're in like the short summer season, which is a pretty short season, but like the first season we did was like a pretty long. How many months was our first season? It was pretty long.
It was like 4 months long. My husband, Jonathan, just chimed in.
Yeah.
Uh, he's also on the trivia team.
Yeah, so like that first season was 4 months. So during that time, like we started going back to back, and then like she said, eventually we figured out we were like creeping up in the national leaderboard. So then, especially me and Jonathan, who are very competitive, became obsessed with the leaderboard, and we're like, well, if we can become 20th, then we can maybe get to 15th, and if we can get to 15th, we can get to 10th, and if we're in the top 10, why not number one? So we just got dived all the way in, and then after a while, you start to do the math and the calculations of, okay, well, if this person who's in number one right now has this score and they've played this many games, then if you divide the number of their score by the number of games they played, then this is their average score per week. So then this is the average score we need to get every week. Or it's a lot of math and a lot of dedication and
It's your top 12 scores over the course of the season. So depending on the length of the season, you have more time to make up bad scores also.
Yeah. And I also feel like this entire conversation just displays the tension between like you and Jonathan being really obsessive and the rest of us being like, I'll have a drink with my friends once a week.
But I think that if you're talking about what makes us like good at this,
Yeah.
I think that the big answer is two things. One is consistency. We really do show up basically every single week. Even, there's a picture in the article of like during the LA fires, three of them did go. Um,
it was for my
good.
birthday.
Yeah, sorry I skipped your birthday, Miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Miles' birthday.
Fires happen.
But like, we celebrate each other's birthdays. We do like it's a sort of like it's an occasion we all really try not to miss. And every once in a while one of us does, but there's 8 of us in total. So usually at least some of us are there every single week. So you get to know the game, you get to know the way that they ask questions, and you sort of start to understand the logic of the way they write the questions, and that helps you learn more as you go. You learn more information. And then the other kind of secret sauce we think is we all have really different backgrounds. We come from different places, but we all came to LA in some way to work in the entertainment industry. We have actors, writers. My husband is a prop master and set decorator, and we have some union people. So like all of us came to this place and we watch a lot of movies and TV. And movies and TV are actually really good for giving you general pop culture knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay. And is 8 the max on a team? Because at some point, I mean, if you had 20 people on a team, you're going to know everything. It's not fair.
I don't know if there is a max, but just also logistically, like having 20 people, you have a limited amount of time to get in one answer. So to have to debate and come to one conclusion with 20 people would probably be a lot and chaotic. I mean, in theory, I guess you could do
Yeah.
it, but also bar tables aren't that big. So good luck having a table for 20 people.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Who
recommend
wants to join your team? What if this, I'm sure there are people here who are like, can I get in on this?
We've had a lot of friends ask to join our team, and we've kind of capped it at this 8 because we feel like now that we're being more competitive, it's like not necessarily fair, but we will everyone, if our parents are in town, we're bringing our parents to the bar.
Yeah.
If we have a friend who like wants to come by because it's our birthday, like they're gonna come visit. But
But they are not an official member
yeah,
of Trivial Pursuit of Deadass.
no.
Fair enough. A question a lot of people asked, including I was on the phone with my best friend right before this, who was like, ask them about iPhones. And this is something that has come up when I go to trivia, is people cheat on their phones. They Google the answers. How have you encountered that? What do you do? Are there, I mean, at the higher levels, I imagine there's some sort of system in place to prevent internet
Well,
searching.
the biggest problem with that is that the game is in fact played on our phones. Like it's a QR code, you submit your answers on the phones, all of that. So it's honor code. And what the company did this summer is every so often they'll insert a question that there is not a solitary reason for anyone on the face of this planet to know.
Mhm.
Like God, what was the? It was like this is the like November 7th is
November
the
something,
feast
England
day
celebrates this
of
guy.
this British saint. And it wasn't even one of the famous ones. It was just a deeply, deeply random human being. And so if you had gotten that question right, there's a very, very high probability that you Googled that. And if you happen to have written your graduate thesis on that guy, then they would have been, hi, John.
I'm just enjoying this party, then I can
Come
tell
on
you.
in.
So the question was that they were like trying to catch all these people in was on April 11th, England celebrates this man, and it was William of Ockham.
Yes, thank you.
And like it's not his birthday, it's not the day he died, like it is a random day that they celebrate him. So it was built as a thing to be like, unless you're a literal William Ockham scholar, there's no way you would know that, so you had to have Googled it. And they caught like 10 different teams across the country that had Googled it. And like, the quiz master was just walking around to see who had Google open when it happened.
Yeah, and the quizmaster also walks around, the bartenders walk around, and at a certain point, if you are doing well in the game, everybody's looking.
Yeah.
Everybody can see phones. So it's an honor system, but it's also like, God,
And
wouldn't it be really embarrassing to get caught?
Do people
yeah,
get called
and
out? I
they
mean,
do.
if they see you, do you get called out publicly?
I've
Yeah,
never
I mean they'll erase your score, like so
Yeah.
it's pretty clear, like that your score has been erased. They also will go around and ask, like, how did you come up with that answer? If like they do think it's probably not likely that someone would come up with it, they
Yeah.
will ask you how'd you get to that conclusion?
And I will say, like, at our bar, there were maybe like 10, there were a lot of teams every week. There were maybe like 5 to 10 who take it seriously.
Okay.
And of those 5 to 10, we know like 4 to 6 of them.
Yeah.
So like it just becomes a thing where it's like
you wouldn't want to cheat with your friends. Like they're people
Yeah.
you know after a while.
There are also questions that are just inherently hard to cheat from Google because there's like picture rounds and things of that nature that
Yeah.
like there's no way to actually Google a picture answer like per se.
Okay. Andra, what's your husband's name?
This is Jonathan.
Okay, Jonathan, just before I dive in with my questions, what's your wheelhouse? What are your topics?
Sorry, I knew this was going to happen. I was like, because we said like keep the number of people down, and then I was just sitting here and I was like, I feel like I'm going to end up shoving myself.
Do it. Yes, you're so welcome.
I am Movies, sports, video games. And then my degree is in history, so like general history stuff, World War junk.
Okay. World War
Your
junk.
your specialty is middle-aged History Channel watcher.
Correct. Yes.
Oh, you'd be friends with my husband. All right. Last question before I dive in. Oh, and I'll grab some audience questions. Oh, Bonnie wants to know, do you watch Jeopardy? Is that any big Jeopardy fans here?
Yeah.
Not as much in a post-Trebek era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weren't you on Jeopardy at one point, Frankie?
I was Alex Trebek's first episode back from COVID, and I did not win.
Get out!
Yes.
Did you get on Jeopardy? Did you have to take a trivia quiz?
Yeah, the Jeopardy. So to get on Jeopardy, they do an online test, and you have to pass the online test, and then they do like another battery of tests, and then they make you do kind of like at that point it was a Zoom quiz to just like see how you interact with people, and are you not completely just a horrible human being to other people, and then. I will say it was probably yes, I am good at trivia. Yes, I like trivia. Yes, I'm a raging trivia nerd, but also this was during COVID and I live in LA. So it was also probably a little bit easier for me.
But you got Trebek?
Yeah, I got Trebek.
Oh my God. All right. My question is, do you have a rival team? Is there one like, who's your rival?
We had our joke rivals and now we have real rivals.
Yeah.
That's true. So
What out?
at some point, a guy at our bar named Evan walked over to us and said, "Hey guys, I have a proposition for you." And we weren't sure we were like worried it's like a complete stranger walking up to us. And then he was just like, "Can we be your rivals?" And so they don't normally place because they have this system where they double down every time, no matter what.
What do you mean double down?
So
Oh, yeah.
if after you get all the answers in, you can double or nothing. So if you know it, you want to double it, and like when you're playing very competitively, you almost need to double every time. But also, if you don't know it, you obviously wouldn't want to double. But they double down no matter what, even if they don't know it at all. They still
Wait, they ask you the question in advance and you can decide to double down?
Yeah,
it's,
like
you don't-
it's after you put in your answers, now they're like, okay, you locked in your answers. Would you like to double or nothing?
Because
Oh,
it's every round is like 10 or so questions. So you could
got
get
it.
20 points if you double, but if you get one wrong, you get 0.
Oh, so to really be high up there, you've got to be doubling.
yeah.
Yeah. But you
But-
have to be careful. You can't if you double once and this is how more often than not when we lose it's because we doubled on a round that we didn't we got one wrong.
Okay.
It's
All right.
stressful.
Okay, you guys, I'm gonna score you. I left out because I know that you guys work in fancy Hollywood show business.
Is it fancy? It's a fancy.
Crumbling
Maybe
Hollywood
Northern
Boulevard.
California.
And are we working in it currently?
You notice that we were all available at 12:30 on a Wednesday.
If anyone wants us to work, we would love to, but
Okay, you never know.
Yeah, if anybody in the chat's a producer that needs art department or writers, let us know.
You can tell by listening to me, Miles, and Audra, we're delightful in a room. We are all hireable right now.
So delightful. If I had a TV show, I would hire you all to write it. But I do. This is my TV show. Okay, so I have Alta Journal we are a magazine that's focused on California and the West. We do a lot of kind of historical looks at things. We got a couple of questions from readers in advance sent in. And then I kind of scoured the internet for our audience play. For those of you playing at home, you can pop your answers into the chat if you want. Trivial Pursuit of Dad Ass promises not to look, and we can kind of watch their process.
I'm hiding my chat right now, so I
Yeah.
can't see you guys
Okay.
talking.
Also, can we just defer to Jonathan on all of these as the only person on this video, like of us who grew up in California?
Yes, he was quizzing me on California earlier, and I was like, "Oh, because like you learn all this stuff when you're a kid." I did do a school project on it once, so we'll see how I do.
Okay. This is pretty like nerdy California trivia. Okay, Karen is ready for question 1. She wants to shut up. All right, number 1. How many US states have coastlines on the Pacific Ocean?
3.
3,
No,
right?
4 or 5. Because
Wait.
Hawaii and Alaska.
Hawaii and Alaska. Yeah, that's a tricky one.
Yeah.
right? 5.
Yeah, yeah, because it's California, Oregon, Washington, Hawaii, Alaska.
Yeah.
Correct.
Are we right? Okay.
What popular two-word rum cocktail takes its name from the Tahitian word for good or excellent, but was actually invented in Oakland in 1944?
Mai Tai.
Mai Tai.
How am I going to be here dressed like this and not get a tiki question right?
Correct.
I
Also,
had
Sheila
one.
is killing it,
Bar
and
that started
Carrie
it.
got that one right in the chat. Okay. This is a hard one. What hyphenated water displacement oil product was invented in 1953 in a small laboratory at Rocket Chemical Company in San Diego? I'll read it
Okay.
again.
Yeah.
What hyphenated, important quote here, water displacement oil product was invented in a small laboratory at a chemical company in San Diego?
Lava Lamp?
I mean, is
Because like
that
if you were saying water displacement oil service, I'd say
what
wait.
is why would one displace water is my question.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Water displacement oil product. Is it
Is it like for me? Like I'm trying to think logically. If we got this question on trivia night, my first question would be like, why would you displace water? What are the functions here? It's
wait,
for
it's,
Like to dislodge it? Like
is it WD-40?
Correct.
that's for water displacement.
Yeah.
yeah.
Frankie, that is impressive.
Damn, Frankie, well done.
I was literally just like lodging it through like things that displace water.
Yeah.
This is so fun.
Removing rust. Yeah, I don't.
Carrie and Sheila in the chat got it correct.
Congratulations, guys. That was a hard one.
That was a hard one. All right. UPS, United Parcel Service, began in Seattle in 1907 as the American Messenger Company, but it changed its name to the United Parcel Service when it expanded to what other West Coast city in 1919?
Okay, 1919. My gut says San Francisco.
Same, because around 1919, LA was still mostly farmland.
Yeah. Let's say San Francisco.
Is that your final answer?
We sure? I feel like, do we want to go California?
Well,
It
this is it's California. It's California.
It's
trivia.
California. All my questions are
Yeah.
California.
See,
I
this
guess
is
like, the
also-
other options would be like, I don't know, Eureka or like what was big in 1919?
Or it could
yeah, it would be Monterey.
Sacramento.
Yeah.
I guess we can go San Fran.
I see. I'm afraid that we're being
Tricked.
conned by Beth right now. If it's
Yeah.
like, are you sure you want to go with that? And then it is, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to go with San Francisco just because I gotta, rep my home.
The home. Yeah.
Was that your home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The only person that got it right, folks, is Deirdre in the chat. The answer is Oakland.
Okay.
Oakland. Don't
I mean,
sleep on
sometimes
Oakland.
Oakland say they're from San Francisco.
Yeah.
If you go to LA, you just say San Francisco.
I think you just started beef with the entire city of Oakland.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they all say that. I'm just saying like a lot of times we go people from like Bakersfield be saying they're from LA.
Sheila says she lives in Oakland and she never says she
Yeah,
lives
no,
in
I feel like Oakland has like actual
Real
Oakland has
Oakland
actual
people
pride.
would never say that. Yeah.
They might say Bay Area, but they're not going to say they're from San
They
Francisco.
say, you know what the kids say now? The Bay.
Yeah.
Bay.
Accurate.
Classic.
See, I'm too old for the Bay. It's called the Bay Area. All right. San Diego. And again, the Alta fact checking team, which is amazing, has not gone through these. This is just, my own research. So if someone calls me out and I am wrong, you can email me at beth@altaonline.com and I will personally apologize to you. All right. San Diego produces over 60% of California's output of what crop? The most of any place in the United States.
Okay, the big crops here are what? Almonds, avocados,
the part of me that remembers the San Diego IPA explosion just wants to say hops. I
do we
But
grow that much hops?
have no idea.
I feel like it's avocados, but repeat the
Where,
question.
Do we have a final answer?
Not know this.
I'm trying to think about what I see like driving up and down the 5, even though I know that's not San Diego, but
yeah, I think I might be with Miles on avocados, just because
yeah.
yeah, well, because also I'm thinking of the landscape, and now I'm gonna have the avocados for Mexico
That's
jingle
literally
stuck in
what's
my
in
head.
my head right now already,
Uh,
Frankie. So that's what's pushing me towards this answer is
yeah,
that
where's
promotion. It is very powerful.
yes, and what is the part of California with the landscape most similar to Mexico is going to
Yeah,
be San Diego.
that was literally
Right.
my train of thought. So
Avocados, final answer.
Correct.
nice.
Bob wants to know, did we mean San Diego County or San Diego City? Bob, I'm so sorry, I don't know. All right, this was submitted by Alta reader David Baker. Shout out to David, who could not attend today but really wanted to get his question in. This is multiple choice.
Ooh,
Multiple choice, everyone. This is fun. I want to do this on a cruise. Okay.
right?
How many public
a quiz master.
libraries are there in California?
Ooh,
The answer is a crap ton.
there are a lot.
The
like,
answer
California-
is a crap ton. Okay, I'm going to give you 4 possibilities.
Okay.
And this is according to the California State Library. So it's relatively vetted. A, 1,004. B, 1,127. C, 1,969. Or D, 3,215.
All right, so here's my train of thought. There are a crap ton of libraries, but also for the fun of the answer, 1969 is
I saw all of you. I was like, guys, when in doubt, the answer is 69.
We were
But
talking about
then-
this, that if you have to guess a number, more often than not, if you guess 69 or whatever variety of 69, this is so juvenile, but it fucking
But
works.
it's actually like in our experience, it's proven to be correct. The number closest to that tends
Yeah.
to work. But also,
I will also say I think it's like there were 2 libraries in walking distance of my apartment right now.
yeah, it's
There were
gotta be
like
New York
I
City.
don't know how many in the LA City public library system. I want to say there are a crap ton. That doesn't count the LA County public library system.
I'm a member of 7 library systems because there's a different system in every block. So yeah, like
Yeah,
it's
but I
gotta be
still
a
do
lot.
think like going all the way up to 3,000 seems like a lot because LA is one of the biggest, it's the biggest city in California.
Then it gets sparse after that in California.
Yeah, but also like Orange County has a lot, San Diego County has a lot, like, and then you get into like all of the, and then San
This was a
Francisco.
whole bunch, yeah.
But I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, are there more than 100 libraries in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know, 69.
I'm going to a lot of libraries, but yeah, the rest of California is, I don't know.
Karen is saying there are libraries and branches probably different for this purpose. We're going off of the California State Library. How many public libraries are there in California? It's a broader question.
I
So
feel-
we're going
And
with-
just to recap, and I'll do kind of like ballpark figures so it's easier. A is basically 1,000. B is 1,127. C is 1969.
Because we're 12.
And 3 is 3,215.
I think 1969. It sounds right number-wise too.
It's C or D for sure. Jonathan, up north, are there the same amount of libraries that you would see in like LA area?
I would say yes. I mean, you look at every town has a library, at least one. And then you look, I mean, where we are, there are 3 libraries within the, couple square mile city that we live in. Plus Los Angeles has dozens.
I want to go with 3,000. I want to go with D.
You guys leaning towards D?
Okay.
Yeah.
The
Is
highest one.
3,215 your final answer?
Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, you're incorrect. The answer is 1,127.
Oh,
What?
neither. Wow.
69.
Wow.
Cherry Mud in the comments got it correct.
Wow.
0.
Disappointed in the
Hell
rest
no.
of California.
Okay.
Yeah, like NorCal, step it up.
Where there's so many libraries here. Like you can hit a rock and land on 5 libraries. It's crazy.
What is the name of the train that Amtrak runs between Seattle and LA?
Is it the C train? The
No, it's is it the Starlight? Is it Coast Starlight?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's the Coast Starlight. Because the Pacific Surfliner is the one that runs from here to San Diego. So Coast Starlight has to be the one going north.
Yes, that is correct.
That sounds right.
Correct.
Yeah, I've ridden the Surfliner. I haven't done the Starlight.
All right, you guys, this is a non-LA question. Of cities in California with populations over 500,000, which is the most northerly?
Over 500,000. That's not that many. Am I crazy? Like wine country, probably all of those have over 500,000.
That's not that high up. I mean, Napa's
I
not
know.
that far.
Yeah.
The word that's coming to mind is Eureka, but I don't know if that's
Yeah, I don't know how big Eureka is. Or like how big Reading is.
I'm trying to close my eyes and remember the map.
Once
Like
Right.
once we get into northern cities, the northernmost, I'm really familiar with the Sacramento.
Same.
So
Loma.
No.
No. Well, then we should say Eureka because I know it's up there.
Yeah, I mean
It-
Eureka,
but-
Reading, Shasta, those are
Yeah.
all up in that area.
Which one's most north of those?
and which one's
Eureka's
biggest?
the
Which one's biggest of those three?
Yeah.
Eureka, Reading, or Shasta?
Reading, right?
There's a hint to this question if you want it.
Well, what is
Yeah.
it?
We'll take it.
This city is away from the coast, located around two rivers.
That does sound like Eureka, right? Oh, what do you think it
I
is?
was gonna say I think that's Reading.
Okay.
But
Let's call it Reading.
Let's go with the Reading.
Let's go.
We
with
got a
Reading.
lot of Reading in the chat. We also have Arcata. That's incorrect. The people who got it right, Ann Dorfman and Deirdre, and Sheila is Sacramento.
really?
Big guy. Yeah.
That's
Sorry.
wild because I was gonna say Sacramento and I was like, it's not that's
It's
you know,
not that far north.
we're still basically
Yeah.
It
yeah, but more.
technically counts as
It's a good
Northern
amount of
California.
no,
Yeah.
no, for sure.
No,
No,
but
it
it's in the
100% is, but it's like
but also, how
the
many? Like I
middle
said, how many people
two-thirds
live in?
kind of-
How many people live in Eureka? Probably less than
Let's-
500,000.
no, I'm
Yeah.
sure it's much smaller than I think it is. No, that makes sense to me.
LA
Also,
also
road
just,
trip to Eureka, so you guys need to learn more about it.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Because that's the second time, Andra, that you've tried to make Eureka happen. in this
Yeah.
It's true.
It is the motto or something. It has something to, it's the name of the something.
Also,
here.
you just like saying the word Eureka is just fun to say. Also, Beth,
I mean,
can
like
we
the
learn?
golden.
Yeah, can we learn more about how to road trip to Eureka in this month's issue
Yes,
of Alta?
yeah, you can. And you all get subscriptions to Alta for participating in Alta Live. So get excited to learn more about California in the
Honestly,
West.
that
More
sounds
exciting.
great.
Yeah.
Okay, after two more questions. After redistribution of the 2020 census, how many electoral college votes was California worth in the 2024 election, presidential election?
Not a freaking enough.
Yeah. We stared at that map so hard on election night.
It
It
is.
was like
It's
close to
it's
60.
still in the 50s.
Was it 58? It's close to 60.
58 sounds like a good guess, but what do you?
Sure.
Miles came in with a number. I'll go with it.
Yeah, 58. Let's say it.
54.
Oh,
I mean, I'll take the close.
That's pretty
Yeah.
close.
All right, last question. Oh, and I think we got one from someone in the chat. Which California city is home to the world's oldest operating McDonald's?
That is going to be in Downey.
Yes, I just went there like not too long ago, like a month ago.
The certainty with which you hit
Yes,
that.
I love it. Downey, correct.
Some Mickey D's aficionados on this
Yeah.
team.
Ironically, Frankie, I went there after Andrew's birthday. It wasn't that far from it on the way back. So I was driving and I was like, oh snap, I'm so close. I may as well just drive by.
For those of you watching, Andrew is my partner who is also on the trivia team. So look, we're learning things together.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what I mean by I know like stupid, weird trivia stuff.
I thought that the oldest McDonald's would be, I did not know it was in Downey, and I learned that it is a mecca for McDonald's aficionados. All right, you guys missed 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 10.
Wow.
60%.
I will say part of the benefit of King Trivia is they don't often ask for such specific numbers.
This is true.
The answers
Yeah.
are more likely to be nouns.
There were 2 tough number ones in
So
there.
noun questions are easier for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I'm most impressed with the WD-40.
Yes,
I am
I
as
am
well.
impressed too.
Yeah.
Frankie really
Frankie, I can
pulled
see
off
why you
that.
ended up on Jeopardy.
I know that was just me thinking of what are things that have to do with oil. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just-
I could
that was-
think
that
about
was
things
some
that have
free
to do with oil
association.
all day, and I wouldn't have pulled that one up. So
Um,
I also need to go like fix the hinges on my door, so that's why.
got it in the closet. All right, last question, I guess, for everyone. Just what is if someone wants to join a trivia team, or kind of if anyone in our audience wants to kind of get competitive about trivia, what's your advice to them? It could be a little daunting if you don't know other people who want to do this. Can I alone just show up at a trivia night
Yes,
by
you def-
myself?
you
You
absolutely
definitely
can.
can.
On one occasion, there was a woman who showed up to the bar alone, and the quizmaster came over and was like, would you guys mind taking her on for the night?" And we were like, "Of course."
It was mostly because she had a really cute dog, and we were like,
Yeah.
okay, fine, yeah, no problem.
So if it's a organized thing, if you go by yourself, you could ask the quizmaster if they know if there's any teams looking for somebody to join.
Yeah.
Or my big recommendation is like, I would say that like all of us who are on the team, we weren't necessarily like best friends before the team started. Those are the people in my life who show up on a regular basis, right? So we started with, it was a birthday party, so ask a bunch of people to come to a birthday, and then see who comes back, right? And really focus on the people who come back. Even if you're not always super close to them, you get close through doing the trivia.
Yeah. And I'll say this team is probably maybe the third or fourth like consistent trivia team I've had since I started doing bar trivia. I spend too much time in bars is the moral of the story. And just it's like you call your friends and you're like, hey, there's a thing, this bar has trivia on Tuesday night. Do you want to go? And either they keep going or they don't. And if they don't keep going, you find someone else who wants to. There's another team that started going at Idle Hour, Trivia Benson, dun dun, who like started. Those are they're my old trivia team. Where that bar got too crowded, and then COVID happened, and I was like, hey guys, let's come hang out. And like pretty much every week, I stop and I talk to them, and like we hang out for a while, and then I go back and hang out with these guys.
Yeah.
So just ask people to come hang out, and if you want to go by yourself, again, as a person who spends a lot of time sitting around reading books in bars by myself, because if I'm at home, then I'm gonna have to do chores. It's fine. No one's judging you.
Yeah, I think a good way to bring people in too is there are a lot of times they will have like special nights where it's like, oh, tonight is all about Friends trivia, or it's a Disney night, or
Oh,
it's all
yeah.
about this. So like if you have some friends who are into some random thing, go to one of those specialty nights that you all can connect on, and then maybe you can see who catches the bug there, and then you can keep trying to come back after that.
Yeah, the other pitch for your friends about trivia, if you're asking people to come to trivia, is like it's not that expensive as a hobby. Like you buy a couple drinks every time, and if you win, a lot of times you win gift cards to
Yeah.
the bar, so it can pay for itself if you get really good. So that's a way to pitch it to your friends to see if they want to join for that reason.
Yeah, it's a good hang. And also like we're obnoxiously competitive, but also just hanging out and being like, I don't know, the number of times we've just like riffed on, I don't know, what is this? What is the dumbest possible answer? And just had fun. Like
Yeah.
I happen to like these people on the screen a lot, and I also
Yeah.
happen to like the people on our team who aren't on the screen. I live with one of them, but I should like him. And I get to hang out with him every week, and that's really
Yeah,
cool.
exactly.
And
The
keep coming
trivia and the
back even if
competition.
you don't do well.
Exactly. The trivia and the competition is a bonus for us hyper competitive folks, but honestly, knowing we have something to look forward to every week and coming together, like no matter what our week is like, we know we will have this night where we can come together, have fun, riff, rant, whatever we need to do, and that is a joyous experience, and that's really what it's all about. And then the winning and the gift certificates are a great prize as well.
Yeah. Yeah, setting a goal for yourself where the only thing you ever pay at a bar is tip, and you should tip, and you should tip well. Tip your servers. Like it's a fun goal.
You guys, this was so much fun. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your very busy days of writing TV shows and movies. I don't know. Go check out all their IMDb pages. I already did. It's really fun. If you're a starstruck non-LA person like me.
We are low-key working on a TV show about this, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Because you'd have to at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's very Cheers to go back to the same bar every week and like get to know the people who are there every week, get to know the bartenders, get to know the quizmaster. So yeah.
Oh my God, what a great idea for a TV show. All right, well, please keep us posted.
Definitely.
We will.
Thank you all so much for doing this. Thanks to our enthusiastic crowd today, and folks tuning in at home. I do want to let you know we're doing a 180. We've got author Peter Orner next week in conversation with Todd Goldberg, talking about his new book. We're really excited to welcome both of them. Join us. That's on August 20th here at Alta Live. And thanks so much, Miles Warden, Frankie Butler, Andra Whipple, and Jonathan, our special guest.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, guys. It was really fun. Good luck on Tuesday night.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.